Look in my eyes for my mind state. I'm on the grind 25-8. Money on my mind, that's how I play. If you got it now, this what I say. Hold up, hold up, hold up, wait. Hold up, hold up, hold up, wait.
Welcome. We are now live, episode 8.
I'm making Teasy do the intro because he wasn't here last week.
Listen, y'all, I was with my 70...
How much? You lost children?
I had 72 of them.
Okay. Yep.
Usually...
I told you, he built a ranch for all of his children.
Usually I have all 672 of them.
Yes.
But I had 72. All the baby mamas were nice and let me have some of them. So I was getting everything set and getting everything right for all of my children. We had a good time.
He built a Neverland ranch for his kids.
I literally could not sleep on my bed. I slept outside. And all the kids slept inside, yes. You know, I was bit by ants and things of that nature. But I'm back! And we are now here on the Swerve City Podcast, episode 8. We thank you for tuning in. Everyone who was live on all the phones, we appreciate all of you for tuning in. And, you know, I want to first say, I am Monteasy Moore. I am one of the hosts of the show. You guys can follow me at Monteasy Moore. And I want to give it to my other guy who's the leader of the show, Mr. Strickland.
It is at Strickland Shane. You can follow me on multiple platforms of the social media purposes at Strickland Shane on Instagram and Twitter. And, on Facebook Live, too. Follow Swerve City Podcast. We have a lot to talk about. We have a lot of things that we've been working on as far as projects been going on, man. It's been a wild last couple weeks. As far as like this past week, I was flown out to DC to shoot a music video with the Flatbush Zombies themselves. Shout out Flatbush Zombies. If you're watching this, Meech, Eric, Juice, love you guys. You're awesome to be with. Shout out to POR stunt crew that got to let us jump in their backyard, get hit by cars, it was lit on fire, jump through boxes. It was insane. I can't tell you much more about it. Just got to watch the video when it comes out in the next couple weeks. It's going to be insane. The song's going to be called New World Order by Flatbush Zombies, featuring your homeboy Shane Swerve Strickland in it. I don't spin no verses. That's his job. I'm just out there wrestling.
I'm terrible. Don't listen to me.
Oh, Lord. Even though we got music on Impact Wrestling. Talk about that, boy.
This week?
Yeah.
Well, you know,
cooking up. We ain't the only ones on TV.
First off, you know, I have two people sitting here that I've either edited or made music for. I did some kind of work for. You know, because I do this.
He does this.
But, you know, if you guys have been tuning in as of last week, the new song from Moose that he is coming out to right now is done by me. Thank you, Moose, for the opportunity. It's called On My Own. It will be on iTunes later this week, actually this Friday.
Does it include Moose?
No,
there's none of that.
He didn't want none of that in the song. He wanted it
game
total
changing.
opposite.
Yeah, he don't want no friends either because he don't follow nobody.
Impact just put it on the channel, and in one day I got 20,000 views in one day.
Damn,
that boy
that's
cooked.
great.
As of right now,
that boy cooked.
As of right now, you know. But anyway, thank you for the opportunity. All jokes aside, thank you guys for tuning into the music. Now on Impact Live TV. There is something in the works I cannot say. Me and Moose was on the phone recently, and there's something in the works I can't say. Who knows what that is? But I can say that we're going to shoot the music video in a month, and he will be in the video. He has confirmed that he will be in the video. We're just getting schedules right, so the On My Own video will be out next month. We'll say it later next month. And also, me and this guy over here is getting in the studio soon to drop Swerve City. We've been busy. It was supposed to be out this week. We're busy. Forgive us. You guys will support it anyway. You love us. We will give you that record, and it is coming very, very soon.
Hell, if you're watching the Swerve City Podcast every week, you're getting the intro every damn week.
Yeah, we gave you the intro.
Of it. But now we just need to splice some verses in there, some hooks, and boom, you'll have the song. But what else do we got going on? Oh, real quick, before we get into our guest for the evening, episode 8.
And we shut the hell up.
Yep. What day is it? September 20-something of the 30th?
Don't put that too down. I got a girl texting me something crazy.
Oh,
I'm back.
More children on the way, everybody.
24th,
September 24th. September 24th.
I saw it. I also saw the text messages.
She saw the message?
I didn't.
You see no flesh?
I'm gonna keep it to myself.
Yeah.
It was a spicy.
You nasty. You nasty, Teasy.
Hey, bro.
You nasty.
Well, difference between me and y'all is I didn't get caught up. That's the difference between y'all.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I just get caught up. I just end up having a kid from the situation.
I ain't gonna be. You ain't alone completely in that situation.
We're adults. We're human. Yeah. So
Anyway.
yeah.
Swerve City Podcast. Monteasy and Swerve himself. We are looking for sponsorships for the podcast. As you can see, Around Seattle has provided us with plenty of equipment. Beautiful stuff. We got like phone stands. I don't know what the fuck to call this thing, but it works beautifully.
Tripod.
Tripod.
You're such a guy.
Yeah, it's a thing that holds up phones and lets us record.
All the girls in the world know what a tripod is.
Our know-it-all guest here.
See, I'm
Live for the
I
tripod
thought I'd
selfies.
hold my controller or some shit.
Yep. I've been leaning these phones up against like pillows, blankets, remote controls, any object that is really solid that will lean a phone. But now I got a bigger one, so now like I need actual something to hold this phone up. So shout out to Around Seattle for sponsoring us, giving us all this cool equipment, and it just keeps rolling in. We're gonna have mic covers. We'll have our name Swerve on it, TZ
We
on
got
it.
a banner coming.
We got a banner.
Look, man, follow him at around_Seattle on Twitter. Around_Seattle on Twitter, our official sponsor, one of our official sponsors. Thank you very much for all the
But
love.
we're looking for more. As you can see, we got the Wrestling Revolver t-shirts on right now, and I got a Sammy Callahan Death Machine hat.
I got his shirt because he's the boss and I don't want to get hurt.
I told him to wear it. But yeah, so we looking for sponsors. If you have a clothing line, merchandise, branch, or whatever you support, whatever you have, send it to us. We'll wear it. We'll shout you out. All we ask for in return is just some retweets. We ask you to share our stuff, our little highlight videos, our live podcasts when we do them. We have a live podcast coming up October with in Tennessee, in joint promotion with NGW.
Yes,
so
sir.
T's going to be flying out. I'm going to be flying out to Tennessee to do our live podcast there before the show. And then we got another one coming up in Tampa. So we moving. We doing this damn thing. All black owned.
Yes.
And by black owned, I mean I'm broke.
I don't know. Don't get me started.
Without further ado, what everybody's here for, who they're wanting to talk to, who they want to ask questions to, let me introduce you to my guest. Good long-term friend of mine. You know, former freaking, tough enough competitor. Freaking
Impact champion.
Tokyo
hot mess. Doing shit on Lucha Underground now. Costing motherfuckers title matches like Pentagon.
What the fuck?
We got the one and only Miss Hot Mess Chelsea Green here.
Hello.
What
Thanks
about
for
that
having
intro?
Me. That was
That's
good.
a better intro than you got it all in, I'll tell you that shit. Let me talk that shit. Let me give you your time. Let me talk that mess, that hot mess. What up, Chelsea? How's it going? What you been up to lately? That's a broad question. I know you don't like
That was a broad question. No, but yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I kind of took a little bit of time off after All In, and then I debuted on Lucha, so it was perfect timing.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect timing, because I didn't really have anything going on the past month. I've been working on immigration stuff. Legal shit.
Which is tough.
Oh, I've been
Today's
dealing with
climate,
that.
that's hard.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people don't
Hard.
know that I'm Canadian. I've been in the States now for a couple years, so that's like, the struggle is real for us Canadians. Yeah, you learned something new back there.
Oh, he'll be spitting his little shit in a little bit. Don't worry. He's silent but deadly. When he says something, it's like, ooh.
I like it with the facial expressions. But yeah, so now Lucha. I'm on Lucha Underground. Officially debuted.
Man, how do you enjoy that environment working at Lucha?
That was my favorite place that I've worked so far.
Everybody says that when they come in new.
yeah.
Everybody says it.
And I keep telling people, I keep telling the girls, like, if you need to get in there, because, man, like, anywhere you can just sit and drink a beer while watching people's matches, that's where you want to be. Right?
The camaraderie there is like unlike any other locker room, especially with television and the hierarchy of talent that's there.
Yes.
It's unlike any other place you'll ever be.
There was not one person where I walked in and felt like, oh, I'm not as good as this person, or like, oh, that's the person who runs shit here. Like, I felt like that at every other locker room I've ever been to. And everyone at Impact was really great to me, but you still knew.
Yeah.
You knew who was...
You had your pecking order.
Yes, yeah, and it was not like that at Lucha, and I was very surprised. I came in I don't have any background with Lucha stuff. Like, I've never even run like a Lucha spot or anything, so I went in there like the whitest of the white. And, and I think I did it! I transformed into like a
spider? You were a spider.
Spider goddess.
Yeah, you became a arachnid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I like that.
See, it was different for me. I knew lucha going in, but like it didn't help me. It did help me knowing the language barrier and the style of wrestling. But if anything, it just kind of like put me in the same mold as everybody else.
Yeah.
So that kind of hurt me a little bit.
That's true.
I had to like influx and get out of it and go a little like a Smash Mouth, a little I'm hard hitting,
something
heavy.
a bit different.
And so I went away from the pack.
Yeah.
And then I stood out more. But sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's just all about, once again, timing. We talk about timing all the time in the show. It's nothing new.
And it's a different style at lucha. It's a different style at lucha that I really had to get used to. And then, you know, because I was only filming for a couple days and then I'd leave, then I had to get back into what's me on the indies, because now I was just doing lucha stuff. What is me on the indies now that I know how to do some of that? I don't want to be that, but I want to include some of it with like the Canadian Destroyer, or like going the quicker pace of the matches.
Exactly.
All that stuff is stuff now I'm like trying to figure out who I am with a little bit of everything. A little bit of lucha, a little bit of hot mess, a little bit of me, normal me. I don't know what normal me is anymore.
But you're not normal anymore.
I know.
You can't be. At this point in your career, you're nowhere near normal.
I'm too far gone.
Oh, it's all.
So let me ask you this, right? Because me as an entertainer, as an artist, we have like an alias or something that is like very like a different side of us. Explain to me a little bit about the hot mess and what is like the character. What is behind Hot Mess? Is that like a different side of Chelsea? What is that exactly for the fans who don't know? Is that just like you in a parallel universe?
If you asked my mom or my boyfriend, they'd say that's me. That's me when I get angry. That's me when I'm hangry.
Oh, so basically, in nutshell, that's women in general.
That's angry housewife.
That is me when I get broken up with. When someone does not feed me on time. When I have to wake up too early and I've gone to bed too late. But no, I mean now I pull things from kind of, here's the thing. I go into the match and I go in with a completely open mind, and every single time I've gone into a match as Hot Mess, someone that day has given me an idea of how to evolve my character, how to do a funny spot, what I should do with my outfit or something, and I always try to incorporate that into that match. At Impact, someone always gave me an awesome idea, and when I did it in the ring, it was like something that would go viral that just came out, that I just did.
Well, that's the beauty of that character. It's organic. It can grow. It can grow legs and walk on its own after a while.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to be cool. Like, there's nothing cool about it. It's literally everyone has their own take on what it is. Whether it's the X, the crazy X, or like the psycho mom, or like a split personality person. You know
what I personally got from it? I saw Lucille Ball.
Yes,
I Love Lucy.
Yes,
when she would like go like playing with the pies and like, doing all that. Or
someone else said that to me.
I got Lucille Ball through and through.
Yeah,
that's what I saw.
And I really wanted to make it more. I don't know if you guys ever saw Split with James McAvoy.
Love that movie.
Right. So I actually what people don't know is that I pitched to be a split personality and to have more than just the bride. I wanted to go back to Chelsea, then have the bride, and then I wanted to be a British librarian. Like the James McAvoy character. I can't remember which one that was. But
wasn't that the mother? When he put on the dress?
Yes! With the pearls. With the pearls and the turtleneck.
Yeah. When that used to get me, because when it it was getting wild and move, and then he would just sit up with that posture.
Yes, and you knew.
I was like, you got such a hairs came up on your arm. It was crazy, goosebumps. Like every time, that was probably the more terrifying part of the movie.
Yes.
Rather than the beast coming out.
Yes.
Just that part. I was like,
that's exactly it. Like I wanted there to be such different sides of this personality. So like there could be like Chelsea who gets dressed up and wears like a pleather outfit and tries to look sexy, but then there can be also the crazy hot mess, and then there can be this like totally different character.
Exactly.
This weird librarian creepy character, and I mean, I guess kind of looking back on it now, I was able to do that a little bit like with my character in Lucha.
Yeah.
Like, although it's not on the same show and it's not the split personality I wanted, now I can literally play any character I want on the indies.
That's the beauty. That's what I loved about Lucha. It expanded my brain so much more.
Yeah.
And that's where I had to get really creative because everybody was so unique. Everybody was already very talented.
And so honed in on their character.
Everybody knew who they were. Mm-hmm. Especially like the Mil Muertes, who was so dark and had another depth with Katrina. They had another depth with Phoenix on top of that. And there was so much depth to like these characters when you weren't standing out, because my character, I had to write my own character, and I didn't even have a lucha. Like everybody had the Aztec tribes, they had the moths, and everybody had the rabbits and all the snakes. I didn't have that, so I'm like,
So I can take
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, can I take that as a positive or a negative that I don't have these things? I took it as a positive. I'm like, I'm going to go this way with it.
Yeah.
And then like other people start seeing like, oh, I get Metal Gear Solid from this.
Yes.
Oh, I get Full Metal Jacket from this guy. Oh, I get this from this. Like that's when you get things on your character, and then it grows its own legs.
Exactly.
It just starts taking off on its own.
Yes.
Shit.
Everybody can like
listening.
Yeah, damn right. But that's what the beauty of hers was, and in my opinion, she has one of the most like organic, naturally like crafted gimmicks. Next, I think you and Su Yung have the most unique characters as far as females in wrestling. Period.
That's a Snapple Top fact.
That they've really the fans have really helped evolve and make that character who it is, because otherwise it would have just been like, it was just a cheesy, hokey character that was a joke, that could have been a joke.
As soon as you come on the screen, you're memorable.
Yeah. I'm very thankful for that.
Yeah.
I'm very thankful for that, especially as a girl. You guys don't realize, but like as females, you want to like look hot, and that's like so much of it. We go into hair and makeup so early in the day and like get touched up how many times before we go out. We have all that new gear with sparkles on it, and then for me to be put out there like with the makeup, like I wear my makeup and then I just go like this. Like, it was so it's like nothing I've ever done before, but I love it. Now I'm obsessed with it.
I could imagine you just like prep wise, you just get in a sauna with makeup on.
For real though.
And just like, and just watch you melt like
the
candle
sauna
wax.
that is Orlando.
Yeah, you just go outside.
That's Florida, period.
For real.
Like, Chelsea, why are you sitting in this lawn chair out here? Like, I'm getting in character. Oh.
This is the only state where you can like drive in the clouds and it's like you can't even see the windshield, and then like 2 seconds later it's just clear as a bitch, and you're just like, what the fuck?
That's so true though.
It's literally
like you walked out of a door.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like it's like a hurricane, and then literally like 2 minutes later it's just sunshine and like back at it.
Shout out Shane Helms.
You know, shout out Shane Helms. So that's crazy. So let me ask you this, and you said this earlier, so you have to like to pay attention to things, especially when females talk, because you know
it's always the females.
You have to.
He pays more attention to the females than he does the actual females.
The question I have is, you said hangry, right?
Now you want to talk about food. So this motherfucker.
I know. I just said how I wanted Chipotle, so don't get me hangry.
So hangry, right?
Yeah.
When's the last time you were like really hangry?
I'm gonna be hangry in about 15 minutes.
I'm like about to be now.
Yeah.
Last time.
Like, because I found myself getting really agitated the other day. And I didn't even know why I was mad. And then I started realizing that I was like, maybe I'm kind of hungry. And it wasn't even like, it was like that subtle hungry, but like when you could kind of hold it off for a little bit. And then you could like hold it off, like, nah, I'll get something later. But then like I really started tripping, like shit just started pissing me off. And I didn't even know why. I didn't know why I was so mad. But then it was like, I'm hungry as hell. Like, what's the last time you was like real hangry to the point where it was like you had no reason to get mad?
That's me always, because now I go like every 2 to 3 hours eating. If I go longer than 3 hours, well, I'm hangry.
What the hell is he talking about? What the hell is he talking about?
Hey man, I had to ask that.
I'm hangry. I'm always
My
hangry.
Jesus.
I had to ask that. She said it was part of the character. She said it was part of the character.
This is part of your character now? You just always hungry?
Yeah.
Yes, hungry questions. Hungry questions. So
Jump on the hungry bandwagon.
I think we found the name of our goddamn episode. Hungry questions it is, guys. Hungry questions it is. Boom.
Oh my god.
Boom.
I had to ask it. It was like, I had to ask that question. Like, so Shane, you don't get hangry, Shane?
I figured you go to the relationship question because that's where you usually chime in, Dr. Phil.
Oh, me? I was trying to save that for later, but since you open that damn door. Since you open that damn door.
Cook it up.
Let the doctor get in here. So,
because there ain't no damn secret. This is grown ass folks.
Everybody's at least been in, hopefully, some kind of good relationship or in something that, they find themselves very happy about. Mm-hmm. So, obviously, you as a female, you're dating an entertainer as well. So, let me ask you this. Is it difficult dating another entertainer, or do you find yourself... It kind of works better with you dating someone that does what you do?
Yeah, so when I first got into wrestling, I did not want to date another wrestler. Like
As
that.
We all
that
say.
was like my like I am never going to date a wrestler.
It's kind of
ever.
embedded into us by our trainers.
Yes, yes.
Everybody says that.
And I remember at Impact telling all the girls I'm never going to date a wrestler, but that was like the wrong crowd to tell because it was Maria and Mike, Allie and Braxton,
Yep.
Sienna and RJ,
Yep.
and Holly,
RJ City.
Rosemary and Drew. And they were like, they would always laugh at me like, okay, sure, but when it happens, you're, gonna have to eat your words.
Smitten. You're gonna be smitten.
Yeah, and then
I think that's what attracts us, because we know.
I know.
When we see our significant other go out and do what they do, that's where we like glow up for them.
Right. It's like seeing someone that's passionate about something, and it doesn't matter what it is for me. Like it could be like their startup company. If they're passionate about that, that's like attractive to me.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we got set up on a date by Brandy and Cody Rhodes, and I actually blew him off for like the first 4 dates. I did not want to go out with him, and then what do you know? I went out with him, and I fell in love with him, and we actually don't talk wrestling that much.
Thank God.
Yeah, I think that's what like keeps us sane. Is
Thank
like
God.
we, around All In time, we spoke a lot about wrestling. Because it's all I could think about. Like
It was a big prep time.
Yeah, it was very like, oh my god, this is my biggest moment ever. It was like my WrestleMania moment, right?
Yeah.
But aside from that, we make sure like when he gets home, he turns off wrestling. When I get home, I turn off wrestling. We go and do theme parks and like stuff that does not at all involve wrestling. And when we try to go out with other couples, we do not talk about wrestling. Like we try as hard as we can to keep it normal.
That's also a time where you find out who you actually are. 'Cause
Yes.
There's some people that their minds are so molded and so fucking infected that all they have is wrestling. Outside of that,
that's what
you don't
I've
know.
learned.
Yeah, like what? Like because there's been days like before I started doing this podcast thing and started like really reaching out and seeing like the connects that I can actually, what can I actually do with myself and my time when I'm not wrestling?
Yeah.
It was like, what do I like to do?
Yeah,
You know,
right?
Like, do I do theme parks? I don't know. Do I like to paint? Those comic books right there. That's what I was doing for a while because I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I like anymore.
Yes.
Because like everything you focus all your energy and
Is
same
that.
with you in music. You focus all your energy into your music.
Come January, it's break time.
Yeah. You focus all your energy into music and making music for Chelsea, making music for Moose, making music for me, Leo, working with all these projects. Like, what the fuck do you like to do? What kind of cereal do you even like to eat in the morning? I go to the grocery store. I walk around like, what do I fucking eat?
Yeah.
What do I eat?
Well, I know, and I've only been doing this for like just 4 years. So like, I had a life before this. Like I wasn't always obsessed with wrestling. I know like a lot of the guys are. You've been doing this for a long time, and my boyfriend has been doing this for 15 years. He's been with WWE for 12 years. So that is his life. So I really respect he can turn it off. I have no excuse. Like I should be able to turn it off. But it's crazy how in 4 years I'm so in deep that I'm the same way. Like I used to play soccer and run track and like hike and do all these things outside of wrestling, and I just don't have time.
Yeah.
I do have time, but I'm so in deep with wrestling.
To me, I was like trying to play basketball at LA Fitness and like run some games like every 2 times a week or something like that, just to get like, I'm just doing cardio. But then I started like, what if I get hurt? I can't wrestle the shit. Oh my god. Oh, what if I tore my knee? Oh, my cousin did this when he blew his ACL out. He never played football again. Oh, what is happening to me in wrestling?
Yeah.
So like, I stopped doing that. So I'm like, I only go to the gym because it's for wrestling.
I know.
I only do this because it benefits wrestling. You get into that mold and you're like, okay, I need to do something that's just for me that I enjoy.
Yes.
After a while.
Just had this conversation with a friend of mine. I was like, I told Shane earlier, I said, come January, man, I am not doing anything music related. I am going to just chill. Because you get so entrenched in it, and like, if you don't know how to balance it, luckily there's a certain person in my life who I talk to that keeps me very, very balanced.
Yeah.
And it's nothing about it, and sometimes she just tells me like to calm down because I'll be so entrenched and I'll get serious. And I'm talking to her on the phone and I get like serious about my goal, and she's kind of like, all right, just
you know what I'm
saying?
Like,
let's just talk about this. So we switch the conversation. Like I light back up because I'm not talking about this. You know, it's like that's why me personally, unless she was really, really for me, I couldn't date a female rapper. Cause
you would have to. You say that, but it's the same with wrestling. Like you have to find someone who can turn it off.
Yeah,
Very true.
What? Then it gets to the part where it's time to critique the other significant other.
That's tough.
That never goes well.
No, that's really tough.
That never goes well.
Yeah.
With me and Carly, I'll be like, "Hey, baby, you need to do this." I'm like, you know what?
No, that is the exact same with Matt and I. and I even ask him for critiques. I always like.
You don't want it.
Well, he never watches me because he can't come to indie shows, right?
No.
So he'll only watch the ones that I tell him like this really means something to me. My Wrestle Circus matches, like
right.
This really means something to me. I'm gonna put 110% into this.
PCW matches.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell me what you think. So he will watch online, and then the minute he tells me, I'm like, oh no.
Yep.
No. But going back to what you said, that's why like I went 2 months this summer and just did acting and stunt work because I needed something to like light up my soul again because wrestling was just dragging me down because it was a job.
It is.
Right? It stopped being a hobby and it's a job.
And the job comes home. It comes home now. And then now it's in the relationship a little bit. It's
exactly.
Like, we need to push it out
exactly.
between us.
So this comes, there's also with anything like a plus, there's also a dozen.
Dr. Phil Tongue?
Like,
Dr. Teasy. Doc Teasy.
That's why I got so many kids.
I wish you were in my screen though. You're not.
Yeah, let the people see who you are.
Yeah, can we move that back?
Yeah.
Let's try to move it back so we can get you
Yeah.
in this too.
Everybody know who I look like. Sure.
How's that?
I'll scoot over.
Maybe.
Boom.
So,
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep.
So
if
the
you're just
question-
tuning in, we're here with Miss Chelsea Green.
yes, Miss Chelsea Green, we are sponsored once again by Around Seattle. Make sure you guys follow him at around_Seattle. First official sponsor. Thank you very much for all the
gadgets and doodads.
and all that stuff. So, I didn't want to lose my thought when I asked this question. So, with anything being entertainment, with anything in a relationship, pluses, there's also negatives as well. So, I wanted to get into my Dr. Teasy mode and ask you this question. So, what are some of the challenges that you
Please make a
guys have?
graphic with this, like Dr. Teasy mode.
I wish out to my guy Mark and have him make a graphic for real. He'll definitely do that. So what are like some of the things like in the relationship that are challenging with you two? Like what are some of your differences? Like for people who are in relationships or been in long-term relationships, what are some of the differences with you guys that you guys have to work out? Not say arguments, but just the differences.
Yeah. Well, the funny
There's
thing is that like all the differences are also the reasons why I love him. Like I love that he's in a completely different part of his career. Like he is so far down the road in his career and I'm just beginning and I love that, but at the same time that makes it very difficult because I need to put way more than 100% into every single weekend, right? And every outfit I wear and everything I do is so crucial to my career right now, whereas it's not like him. He could go out there and do this and fist pump and he could and they could be happy with that. Like we're at such different parts in our career and so that sometimes makes it tough. But on the other hand, like that I love it because then I respect what he's telling me. I respect all the feedback that he gives me even if I don't like it.
You never do.
Never. And then also it's one of those things like those what if what if I go to NXT? Like what if WWE calls me tomorrow? How long are we going to have together? What if they don't call me for 5 years? Is he going to be gone? Is he still going to be there? Like, are we going to be... Then where are we going to be? Are we going to just do this and wave at each other? 2 ships sailing in the night? Like,
just
to WWE?
one planet wild.
So that
and not to mention the immigration issues that may be coming into play as well.
Exactly. So all that like really like stresses me out and takes a toll on our relationship because we can't think 5 years down the road. We just can't, like with our careers, and I want to.
How tough is that? That is insane.
Like as a female, I want to because we want to have kids, or we want to have.
Yeah, you want to expand your family.
Right. So I'm like trying to plan, but you can't plan with wrestling. But that's not the relationship. That's just like this life.
Yeah.
With everything, you can't even plan where you're going to be next month. I can't plan if I'm going to be a bridesmaid for somebody.
Like we preach about this.
That's a fact.
We preach about this with it's not just wrestling; it's just entertaining. Period. Like acting goes the same way, comedy goes the same way, music, all of it is all entrenched into one big bubble that we all live in. You know, and like that's why I like to talk to the viewers about this kind of stuff because they don't see this side of this wall.
Yes.
You know, like it's not just wrestling. It's like she does stunt work. She gets to do these kind of things. You know, like. The significant other, Matt. Matt.
Nobody knows his real name, Matt.
I'm like, I don't even know if it's cool to share it. But
I know.
But yeah, Matt, like like with WWE contracts, he has to get permission to do these kind of things. So y'all on 2 different levels right there in itself.
Of course, with that being said, like he is now wondering, like, he's putting all his passion into me, like,
oh,
right?
Yeah.
Because
so he's living through you.
Yeah, like, I can put out pro wrestling tee store. I can, like, do this show at the same time. I can do any move I want. Like, all those things he can't do, that he's like, you need to get better gear, better boots. We need to do this and that. And he's putting all of that on me, and it's a lot. But yeah, like, that's exactly it, you know? That's how this whole two-faced it all in thing came about, was through us bouncing ideas off of each other, which is what we do.
Now, do you ever get scrutinized for being with someone in WWE and stuff like that? Like, oh, she's only in this position because she's dating Zack Ryder. Oh, she's only getting this because he can just pay for everything. I'm pretty sure you run into that often.
The top spot comes with the most arrows, man.
Yeah,
top spot comes with the most arrows.
But you know what? I actually more so get scrutiny about the old, like, who's better, me or his ex?
I just made that.
Who's hotter, me or his ex? That's the one I run into way more than anything else, because I think that people really...
Excuse me. Somebody actually said that?
Oh my God, I can't even tell you. I probably got it for like...
Paid for that.
He's like, hold up. I'm like, what's up? I need screen names. I need all that.
Like, what?
You guys, it's been
open the DMs. Where you at?
Excuse me. Continue your thought. I'm sorry. That kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah, it's been 2 years and that we've been together, and I still get that. I got that yesterday. I got that the day before. I'll get it like once a day. Now it's gotten to a point where I just delete it, but yeah, like, I think that I've been really lucky that I've proven myself athletically, where people, although people, like, maybe there might be one person out of 100 that says that's pretty good. That's
the
pretty
ratios
good.
are
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
because I like at All In, everyone was like talking about me and how well I did, not him. And I'm telling you, I had one show in...
That match was awesome.
Thank you. Do you guys know what WWR?
Yeah, Women Wrestling Revolution.
Yeah, so I had a show at WWR a couple months ago, and this was like a moment for me. I had a moment where... Oh, it was so good. I came out, and I was just about to lock up with Hot Scoop Skylar, and some fucking asshole in the crowd said, woo, 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 and you know what everyone did? Booed him!
Shut up!
Booed him! Yes!
Shut your goddamn mouth!
Yes, you suck! And I was like, oh my God, and me and Skylar just stopped and laughed at that asshole, because, like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
that's a ridiculous thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about somebody.
We've never even gotten, like, Matt and I have never even gotten the ring together, so there's nothing I do that is, like, that they can even say that about, you know? Like, I've paved my own path. Everything that I've got has
Talk
been...
your shit. Talk your
has
shit.
been... I worked for it.
Sometimes you got to remind people, because we're in the industry, and I had to start doing this, and I had to stop feeling bad about it, where people don't want to check your resume and the shit that you've done and how much work you've put in, but they always want to sit there and tell you what you ain't doing. So as soon as you start fact checking and start talking about your resume, you got to let people know in this game.
Exactly.
People forget that these are two of the best in the world at what they're doing, and when you're in your craft and you're doing so much, people tend to be like, oh, that match was great. Oh, but what's next? Oh, that song was great, Monteasy. But, what's next? And then you got to sit back and fact check, like, and with the coffee, like, hold up. Let's start with 2012. You know what I'm saying? And you just like, right? And you got to do that.
I mean, and every year I feel like wrestlers, we do that. When we get to our anniversary of, like, starting wrestling, we, like, put a little, like, blurb out there and just remind people, like, sit back, because we have done a fucking lot. There's a lot more to be done, but we've done a lot. Mm-hmm. And I have to say, like, with All In, having everyone have a significant other in wrestling, there was a lot of that talk.
I was going to say, I didn't watch the show. Sorry, Cody, didn't watch it. I was traveling. I got home and I wanted to play NBA 2K, so that's what I did. So I watched through GIFs on Twitter. So, like, when I was watching it, I was pretty much seeing the comments of, like, oh, every girl has a boyfriend, a significant other.
Adam Cole, Zack Ryder.
It didn't help that she also came out to his music.
I know.
Just saying.
I know.
But,
I know.
But, like, every girl was kind of like a significant other of somebody at some point.
And actually, I did get some flack for doing Matt's woo-woo. But you know what? I'm glad I did it. And I usually would never do it, and you probably won't ever catch me doing it again. But in that moment, I'm glad I did it. And I'm, like, proud of what he's done and what I've done, and still, like, after that match, nobody said anything. Nobody was like, everyone said positive things.
Dude, I feel like people were like,
yes,
but they didn't speak on it. They were like, oh.
Yes, it was like a little like, oh, okay.
All right.
Yes.
I ain't gonna say nothing, but just know.
Yes.
I saw that.
Yeah. It was nice. It was refreshing. It was like, people were more like, oh, we're so glad you did that. You paid you did a little tribute, but then you moved on and you fucking did your own thing and the girls killed it no matter what. And you know what? I would not have done that if Britt had done Austin's move or Adam Cole's move. If Tessa had gone and done everything that Tully did, things like then I would have cut it out because I would. But we put that in knowing what it was going to be.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay. We starting over again on here?
No, I just set it up on the Facebook.
Yeah,
Instagram was.
Yeah, I switched over to my Instagram live.
This is what we do.
We just keep it moving.
We technology. You didn't even have to talk. I click, Q. We back in.
We in there. We in this thing. Oh man, you got. Should we go to some questions? Or maybe you should check your deal, see if you got any questions on there. Y'all should be asking questions to Miss Chelsea Green over here.
Let's see what we've got.
Yeah, see it nothing inappropriate. If they are fucking.
So how do I see questions? Do I have to go up or do I just let it?
You can either. What we got here? There probably have been some questions.
Join me. Hi. Hello.
For the first half hour, usually people just want to get your attention.
Someone said you have nice legs, and I appreciate that.
And nothing new. Anyway, adore you badass. A lot of emojis. All right.
That's God's subtle ways. Let me go ahead and drop that little small emoji
right?
She'll see that one.
Can I speak on you being on the Edge and Christian show the other week?
Yeah.
Yeah, how would that go?
Oh my gosh, that was... Hi! That was amazing.
My lady checking in.
And crazy all at once, because
Amazing and crazy.
Don't you
kind of
think...
like your gimmick.
Don't you think... Yeah, that's so true. But don't you think it's wild how 1 minute you're a wrestling fan and then the next minute you're on the fucking Edge and Christian podcast? Or
Dude,
do you know what I mean? You're Rey
weird.
Mysterio's friend.
You made it. You made
How
it.
crazy is that?
You on the Edge of Christian podcast. You made it.
It's such a small world.
Those were Ray's my inspiration. So getting in the ring with him and him knowing who yo, bro,
Yeah.
I've been wanting to work with you for a while. What?
Yeah.
And now you're
That's how I feel. Well,
especially Canadian.
Well, exactly. And I mean, everyone knows. I mean, you guys probably don't know, but everybody knows my favorite wrestler in the world is Kelly. It's my girl.
Interesting.
I know. It is I love her. Everything about her. Her sparkly gear, her name, everything. And when I had Kelly come out at House of Hardcore and help me win. It's
that was
my life has been made.
Me taking the 619 from Rey Mysterio is the one that capped me off. I was like, oh, I can die right now.
And be happy.
And be like, huh.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
I know.
I'm trying to search for some questions. Everybody's saying you're beautiful and gorgeous. Shut up, we know.
Thanks.
Move
just
on.
got out of the shower.
I actually
the
have
shower.
a question that I've been
Speak on it. Cook.
been sitting here thinking about. So you hop in your car and you're driving. What are some of the top artists in music that you're listening to while you're riding in the car? While you chilling? While you have that car music? Who are some of your favorite artists that you can listen to all the time?
So I listen to a little bit of everything. So I listen to country. I like Post Malone. I love Bryan Adams, Shania Twain, literally everything.
Shania Twain's still fine.
Oh man, Shania's so good, and she's Canadian.
So she is?
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Right now, I'd have to say my station is programmed to country, but I do listen to everything. When I listen to country in the car, but then when I go to the gym, I listen to Linkin Park and
Sure.
Evanescence and
Hands in the game.
stuff like that, random.
That's why you're here.
Random stuff like that, kind of older pop punk, Fall Out Boy and stuff like that at the gym. I love that.
We're going down. That's my shit still.
Right?
Fall Out Boy, what's that, 2006? The We're Going Down?
And Panic at the Disco. Fall Out Boy and Panic at the Disco are two of my jams for...
I can't tell them apart.
I know, neither can I. That's, I think, why I like
Panic at the Disco, 30 Seconds to Mars, Revolver.
Someone said Nickelback.
Nickelback.
I'm Canadian.
Yeah,
Canadian.
Red Revolver. What's the name? What?
Revolver.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
That's why he's here. See, I told you he
Yeah.
speaks some knowledge.
He has 2 sentences, but they always.
Oh, look at
impact.
that. Someone asked a good question. Who would you want your last match with? Like, what, ever on Earth? Like, am I quitting? Or what's going on?
Yeah, my dog just getting started. Like, let me
I've been grinding for years.
Let
Let it cook a little bit. God damn.
Damn.
Like, when's your last album coming out? I just dropped my debut.
Yeah, damn.
April for me.
Velvet Revolver, that's what I was thinking about. Yeah. Yeah, they all the same to me.
What is your dream match? Okay, what is my dream match?
In WWE and tag team.
Damn, they got detailed questions.
Okay, well, I guess in WWE it would be
Current roster.
current roster.
Yeah, I think they.
Okay, well,
I
let's call Trish current right now
You
because she's
can.
back. So we'll do triple threat: me versus Trish versus Natalia, all
Hi,
Canadian
Trish.
girls. Hi, Trish. All Canadian girls. But tag team,
Hi, Trish.
man, tag team. I think, well, it would be me and Britt, Fire and Ice, because that's my girl. Versus, I guess like Sasha and Bailey, because really they're the hottest little tag team right now. I mean, you've got the Iconics, but you don't really see them tagging much.
No.
But like, I'm so bad with WWE stuff. I don't keep up with it as much as I should. I mean, it's probably on right now, so I'll go home and like check out the girls' matches and stuff. Yeah, like.
Oh yeah, how you feel about this Evolution pay-per-view coming up?
Oh my gosh.
Big deal for y'all.
So exciting. So exciting. I really, really hope that it draws. Because I want it to be
I've
something
been hearing
that happens.
things about that.
Yeah.
I've been hearing things, little mumbles.
Well, and that's so have I, and I really, really hope that ticket sales pick up and it ends up selling out because the girls need that. If it doesn't, however, I'm still happy that it's happening.
Yeah.
It's happening.
But you know, it will sell out if a certain person was on the card and she's on the podcast right now.
Just saying.
If the hot mess was in the match.
Well, you saw All In, so you know she knows what she's doing.
How's it going?
So,
Is Britt there?
Yeah,
If a certain person was on
shout
it.
out with some
Hi,
emojis.
Oh, Britt, we just, you know why she put emojis, Fire and Ice. I just mentioned Fire and Ice, that's why.
But
My
she's
girl.
listening and she's paying attention.
Yeah, but
That
Fire
means
and
she's
Ice
going to be
TV?
following the Swerve City podcast, right? You know, Adam Cole helped train me. He's one of my mentors, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
He's the best.
He's the one that brought me to CCW.
He's the best.
Yeah.
I really like him.
Yeah.
We're going to go on a triple date, right, Britt?
Well, he doesn't answer my calls.
Oh.
Or texts. He's busy. He's a busy man. Being undisputed in air and all that shit. So
Talk that.
I ain't going to shout.
Talk that he's too busy for me.
He's
Shit.
too busy, but it's cool because I'm too busy for him too. I'm too busy for him sometimes.
I'm very random.
Okay, that's fair.
But that's
I'm very random. Don't mind me.
One day we'll work it out.
Someone keeps asking the same question. Why did I change my hair?
Why did you?
But that's like,
So, like, do you have Fire and Ice t-shirts that I can buy?
Yeah.
We do.
We sure.
On the where can we get that? Can you plug
Yeah.
that real quick, please?
I've got it in my closet.
Do you have pro wrestling?
She said, I got them in my
I'm
closet.
pretty sure you don't want your fans in your closet. So
No, I do have prowrestlingtees.com/Chelsea Green.
we're gonna plug it at the end of the show. Might as well get it in now.
But my Fire and Ice shirts aren't on there because they were limited edition, y'all. You should have got them while you could. They're gonna be on eBay.
They're gonna come back out again though.
Yeah,
At some
I
point.
think they're gonna come back
Eventually.
out.
At some point.
You wanna move that back there?
Yeah, no, Dr. T's. So,
I'm the relationship guy.
yes, he is. Let's discuss the Tough Enough season, if that is okay with you.
Yeah.
How did you come about hopping on the show?
Yeah, that was crazy. It actually goes back to in 2015 or 2014, I was Megan Miller on Monday Night Raw.
Mm-hmm.
And from me being this character on Monday Night Raw, just a quick little promo, I got a tryout, and at the tryout, the Tough Enough casting directors and producers were there. And they were really interested in bringing me back and possibly having me be the only female wrestler on the show.
Talking shit.
So that was awesome, right? Like, I just assumed, well, like, how could I not get signed from that? But I was also really naive and, like, young at the time, and I just started wrestling, so I didn't know how long it would take for me to kind of work my way up this wrestling totem pole, right? So,
Right.
So I was originally asked to be on Tough Enough. I was kind of given the wink, wink, nudge, nudge, you know, you got to do the tryout, but we want you on the show.
Right.
Well, then the tryout comes, and I get eliminated on the tryout show. And I was so, like, what the fuck? I was so embarrassed and, like, I'm so confused. Because not only did I give 110% of the tryout, but, like, I also thought, like, this was happening.
Right.
It's not like I went in there thinking, oh, this is happening, so I'm not going to try.
It sounds like a casting call.
So,
yeah,
I was like, what is going on? So, I ended up being picked as an alternate. That was fine. I got paid to be an alternate for a bit. And then they flew me back home to Canada. You know, I wasn't going to be on the show. And then 3 days later, I got a call that one of the girls from Tough Enough was going to leave the show, and they wanted me to come in as a surprise. So that was my in for Tough Enough. So that's how I flew back within 24 hours and was on the show filming.
In 24 hours?
Yeah.
After
crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, so they called me and they were like, okay, we need you here, like, tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy. I was, like, on my way to Calgary to start training with Lance again for the second time. I had my mattress on my roof, strapped onto my roof. I was ready to go back to Calgary, and they called me, and I turned it around. And
that sounds like a hell of a grind.
Came
now
back.
look at you now, like one of the most sought after females in wrestling industry. When you like, because that's how it is, and like for the longest time. In like you're just it's a casting
it's like
call.
A struggle.
It's a casting call for like, especially when you get the higher you get up there. It's a casting call. We already have a girl that looks like you. We don't have a girl that looks like you. One girl left, so we need a girl like you.
Exactly.
We need a Canadian. We need a this. We need a girl with long legs. We need a girl with this kind of face, this stature. It's just casting call.
Yeah.
If you fit the mold, unless your name is like really, really huge. Like an Oscar or something like that.
And at that point, I didn't know that because I didn't.
Well, they weren't looking for that either.
Yeah, and I didn't follow wrestling. Like I didn't know what would make a female valuable. They weren't really doing that indie push.
Yeah, that's before like they wanted like the Ballers and the Owens.
Yes.
And that's before that.
They still wanted like the hot chicks. But when I got to Tough Enough, it was such a different world. Like,
right.
Like the hot girls of America, like in Canada, we don't have like fake boobs, fake lips, fake teeth, fake nose, or like all these tiny little outfits. Like I don't have that in Canada, so I went into this like.
Well, because it's cold.
Yeah, it's damn cool.
Little outfits, what?
Yes, so
where do we get those?
I was totally out of my element.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. I love that you just said that. That's so great.
I'm random over here. I'll just be listening to say random.
I'll
be
so
random.
Great.
You know, I'm random as hell. So I want to bring this also to that experience as well about that. So, how is it like when you have like those cameras on you all the time? Like if you're like in a house or you're something like that, is that kind of uncomfortable? Like if you have those cameras on you all the time, like filming you, could that be kind of uncomfortable sometimes?
I mean, if you're uncomfortable with that, then why'd you sign up? Do you know what I mean? Like
Absolutely.
We knew what we were getting ourselves into. We knew that this wasn't just like having a camera every now and then. It was going to be like the cameras were on us 24/7. So I went into it with that perception, and actually I was pleasantly surprised with how many off days we got from the camera.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we got our weekends were off.
And where were you located?
We were at the performance center in a warehouse off to the side.
Okay.
So everybody else on the other seasons of Tough Enough got this mansion with a pool.
I would notice
and
that.
Steve Austin, and we got barracks. We got like army barracks.
Mm-hmm, I remember
we had like full on wool blankets, like that you didn't really want to sleep in, but you kind of had to. It was cool.
I got those.
Yeah, and
I was about to say, because like you and I always ask people like that don't feel like uncomfortable.
Yeah, like Miz, like Miz got like the Tough Enough with the mansions and stuff like that.
Yeah, and we had no like doors and windows, no natural light. We had no clocks or anything like that. All the stuff, those are all things that that reality TV shows and competition TV shows make you, like, that's how they make you crazy. You go crazy. They make you go crazy because you need natural light and time and things like that to stay sane. And
it's not like they just put you in a big old like what's it called? A panic room.
Yeah.
That'd be a big old panic room.
Yes.
Just so
Yeah, exactly. So, and people did snap. Like there was a couple girls and guys who snapped along the way, but I mean, I was okay with the cameras.
Snapped as in how?
Like, well, you know, just like have a little bit of breakdowns and fights and things like that. But that's good for TV, and like we want good TV too.
Yeah.
Like the ratings are
There's
good
a
for
reason
us.
why there's
Somebody got their ass whooped?
there's a reason why there's a genre called drama
Somebody got their ass
in the
whooped?
industry because they want drama.
Yes, exactly. And
You know?
now I said this actually before, but if I could do it all again, I would be the most dramatic person in the world. Now, knowing I went into that.
Hot Mess should have been born way back then.
Yes,
Bruh.
yes. I
Hot
went
Mess
into
should have
that,
came out in
like,
that house.
I went into it completely wanting a job and not thinking like, but the job is showing that you can be crazy. The job is showing that if a producer asks you to argue with this person, you can do it. I didn't think like that. I thought I want to be someone who you can work with. But that's not what they wanted, right?
Yeah, like I said, it's a casting call. It's like, oh, is she giving us what we want? And that's the funny thing, like, because I talk about this pretty much every week. Nobody's caught on yet, but they will eventually. Maybe episode 12. Who knows? What fans?
By the time they catch on, you're gonna catch how many kids I have.
Oh God, please don't grow. You just
Oh,
got them
Lord.
in where you just got them. You know.
Confined?
Yeah,
Well, I mean, by the time they catch on, and by the time you catch up
they'll
to
be
my kids,
institutionalized. They don't want to leave.
we'll be skeletons at this point by the time they catch on.
Oh, Lord.
But what I keep saying is like, the thing is about consumers, we don't know what we want until it's presented to them. That's the beauty of the art and the artist.
Yes.
Amen to that.
You know, like there's guys that push out stuff and maybe it'll catch fire, but they don't know. They don't really know. But a true artist and the true art of it is producing something of like, they don't know that they wanted it, but now they like that they got it.
Yes.
That's
totally.
the true art.
Totally.
And so with what that is, that's not true art. That's just throwing shit at a wall hoping it sticks.
Yes.
So there's a difference between delivering art and just producing content.
Yeah.
So that's what the problem is with our industry and period.
Yeah.
Look how much content there is to watch wrestling at this point.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Look how much on Netflix. There's too much shit to watch. To the point that I'm scrolling. What am I watching? What did I want to watch?
Same thing in music.
Yeah.
What did I want to watch now? I don't know. There's too much music out there. There's too much content out there.
Don't get me started.
It's just like sometimes too much of something is too much.
Yes, it's too much.
Yeah. So, but a true artist would be like, you know what? I think I'm gonna give them this because they are getting too much of this. They don't know that they want this, but I think they will. Because that's the thing of consumer.
Yeah.
You know, and I think right now we need to get back to like not producing so much, but like more like I don't even know the proper word for it, but we need to like honestly really salvage what we have already.
Yeah.
Instead of putting out more.
Yeah.
Like there's good to what we have now, but we're so prone and like brainwashed to seeing the next thing.
Yeah.
That's why so
100%.
many. Yeah. That's why somebody's like, oh, the Michael Jackson DDT. That was cool. Oh, next week. Oh, fuck. Marco Stunt doing this. Oh, that was cool. Now next week, I want to see Ace Romero pounce somebody out of a ring.
Yeah.
Oh, that was cool. Now next week, we have a hot thing of the month every fucking week.
James.
It's not even in a month anymore. It's in a week. Now, when them dudes are done, it's like,
I know,
okay,
and
what do you
everyone's so worried about their spot because of that, about
Yeah.
staying relevant because of that.
Yeah, but that's not. We're not producing art anymore. We're just
No.
producing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
Well, you're
that's why I feel
producing
like.
for like the gifts,
Yeah.
right?
But is that
Like,
art?
But no.
No.
Exactly. And really,
Just like with Tough Enough, they're just producing to
Yes.
get it out there.
Yes.
Like they don't know if they're gonna like it. They don't know if they will or love it. It'll blow up. They don't know if you're gonna catch fire or not. They don't know if this character's gonna catch
Yes.
fire. They're just saying, react, do something. Maybe it'll do. Maybe it'll fucking get you popular.
Well,
Maybe
and I
yeah.
think that they realized that after Tough Enough because it didn't get the traction that I
Right.
think that they wanted. It wasn't like the old Tough Enoughs.
Yeah.
It wasn't. People came to see wrestling,
Absolutely.
and it wasn't that.
Somebody's like, does art need to be aesthetically pleasing, or does it need a purpose?
Good question. Yo,
Oh.
salute to you. That's a good question.
This
You guys go
who
first.
shouted this
That's
out?
hard.
This was J.K. Jr.
Yo,
Gonzalez.
Shout out. Follow him.
Follow him. That was
Follow
the
him. That
question.
was it. We need more
We
questions.
might get a
like
free
that.
shirt out of that question,
I'm
bro.
telling you,
Damn.
bro.
But
You guys go first on that one.
yeah. For me, like, art doesn't have a purpose until like it's like for me like I'm trying to figure out a good way to put this. Like, I didn't have a purpose to read those comic books. I didn't really have I just wanted to read it to see what purpose it was going to give me. I didn't go into that reading that comic book to be like, I need this out of this. No, I just wanted to read it because it was something I wanted to read. It had content with like, oh, I like Batman. Let's see what it gives me. You know, you don't go to an art gallery with a purpose of what you're going to receive from the art.
Right.
You know, you don't go to a concert and be like, oh, I'm going to receive this type of shit from these artists. No, you find purpose in it. Like, when it's presented to you, I don't think you go in, like, looking for what you want out of it. You don't have an intent.
Right, but then with that being said, with wrestling, I think it's like 50-50. And some people are like, okay, say, you know, there's
That's just the way my mind works.
Yeah, there's like a purpose to what this person is doing, and it's amazing, but maybe it's not aesthetically pleasing. Maybe it is what it is. We're told we need to wrestle this way, or we need to structure a match this way, and that's the purpose of this match, is to have a clean... I'm thinking wrestling-wise. Then there's people like Ricochet and Will, who are told... That's not a purpose, but it's aesthetically pleasing, right?
Right.
And then people, so now there's two different sides. You got Lance Storm, who has a purpose, who's doing something for a purpose. Every single thing that he's doing in the ring is for this reason, and he could explain why he put that match together. And then there's the other side.
But that's Lance's art.
Yeah, totally.
His art isn't to be Ricochet.
Totally.
His art is to deliver what this is.
Totally.
So that's it. I feel like that's...
So in wrestling, there's like not an answer for that. There's everything.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's the beauty of... But I feel like that's the beauty of the wrestling industry.
Yeah.
Like, you have multiple things. You have multiple people that are aesthetically pleasing to their art.
Yes.
To their specific art.
Yeah.
That's the same with music too.
Yeah,
right?
If I hear MOP, I want to hear loud music. I want to hear like fucking...
I think it has a lot to do... I agree. I essentially agree with that. I think it has a lot to do as well with who you're listening to and understanding the dynamics of when you put a certain song on by a person, what you actually expect to get from them. And then also you realize that there's certain... Let's use it from a fan point of view, because I like to talk things from a fan point of view, not as an artist, because I feel kind of jaded sometimes when I speak on artistry as a musician. If you're a fan of a person, if I put on a Waka Flocka Flame song, I'm expecting it not to really have a purpose. Not saying he doesn't, but I'm looking to have a good time with the record.
Right.
As opposed to if I'm listening to Tupac, I'm kind of in a mood to get something out of it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that's
the message is coming.
Right, and that's kind of the balance of it. I think as well, the best artists that we listen to, as she mentioned, like a Shania Twain or somebody like that, can balance it. They could have songs on their albums that necessarily don't have a purpose, but it's kind of make you feel good.
Right.
And then there's some songs on the record on the album that'll make you kind of think. And the music is mood music. So I think that also as well. I think some artists as well are very good at making mood music. They're more aesthetically to that point. Yeah. And some people are more just having a good time. So, you know.
That's what pretty much All In was. Like, if you're not a fan of female wrestling, you went in there like, I'm really more looking forward to this hardcore match with Joey and now I didn't know that I wanted this female wrestling match, but now I didn't know I wanted that, but now I'm glad I got it.
Totally.
So maybe that sways that's the purpose of your art. But like, I don't feel like they're not putting you in to go out wrestle Adam Page and have that. That's throwing something to the wall and hoping it sticks. Like, maybe this like intergender hardcore match is what you want. Maybe not. You know, like maybe like people didn't like. I feel like the biggest wild card match on that show was like maybe Jay Lethal and Flip Gordon. They didn't know that was what they wanted, but they probably got something out of it that showcased Flip, who's pretty much the show was based around. I feel like the show was based around two guys to build around two guys, Adam Page and Flip Gordon. Yeah. To make them stars, and I feel like they did that well with both performances.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, but
that was a good question.
Yeah, that was a very good question. That was a very good question.
Build content, my brother.
That had me thinking a lot.
Yeah.
That had me thinking a lot.
We have another question from Dylan Quinn. I remember him. He used to come to CW a lot.
Shout out to Dylan.
Dylan Quinn.
That's my guy.
Do you guys think that a young wrestler coming up in wrestling has a more of a chance getting noticed by creating great storytelling, or do you think it's lost now?
No, I think it's you got to be able to do a little bit of both, or find something that makes you stand out. That's so hard to say because people are getting noticed for things that we can't even predict. right now. Like, you know what I mean? Who would have predicted that I would be noticed for being a drunk mess? Do you know, like...
Were you drunk?
Well, you'll never know. You'll never know.
Something that makes you do that. That ain't really alcohol. I'm just saying. But, but continue.
Well, I mean... That's kind of I don't think storytelling is lost. I think there's a lot of people that we watch it and we think, wow, that was an awesome story. Sometimes the fans don't know they're watching a story until it comes full circle at the end.
They don't know.
And then they think that. And yeah, so I don't think great storytelling is lost, but I do think that like that you can't focus on any one thing in wrestling anymore.
No, we like at this point I feel like wrestlers have to be so multifaceted in everything.
Yes.
If you're not a good chain wrestler, it shows.
Yes.
If you're not a good flyer, if you're not athletic or agile, it shows.
If you can't jump on the ropes or do,
if you can't cut a promo, it shows. If it doesn't do, like, there's so much things. Yeah, it's crazy.
Gotta do a PSA real quick. For all of you people who are following, this is Chelsea Green's Instagram. The live video is currently ended. So what you guys need to do is watch the rest of this episode when it comes up on the Swerve City podcast page, youtube.com/Swerve City Podcast Official, and you guys go ahead and check out the rest of the episode and understand what we're doing and what we're talking about. So
actually, you can also listen to us on SoundCloud and iTunes and Google Play. So you don't even have to watch us. You can listen to us while you're at work. You also don't got to know the kind of shit we saying because we get foul.
Yeah, very foul.
Yeah. But yeah. So we getting fishbowl. Hello. We getting some added fans as we keep talking.
Let me get a grill.
But yeah. Oh, you got a fan from Canada. Darius.
Hey!
Hi, Shane from Canada.
Hi, Shane.
Boom. Oh, it's saying hi to me. But you're in this too, so you're a fan.
Hi, Shane from
Fellow
Canada.
Canadian.
What the hell? What
Fuck Shane from Canada.
Fuck you, Shane.
God damn it. Bruh.
So, now that I wanted to ask you this as well, because as you grow up and you go up in your career, what are some of the things outside of the profession that you want to accomplish, just for your life? What are some things that for people, as we were talking about earlier, about having outside goals and outside things of what we love to do? What are some of the things for you personally, for yourself, that you want to work on outside of your profession? What are some of your hobbies as well that you want to do and things that you want to accomplish? This is motivational Teasy.
Before, are you gonna put a blurb up for that?
Motivational Teasy, and
that costs money. Shit. one graphic at a time. It's coming out of my budget.
Well, one thing that I was doing before I started wrestling was fitness. I was a personal trainer and team trainer and stuff. So I would really, really like to get back. I think that market is really saturated, but hopefully in 5 to 10 years, it's not as saturated and not everybody is calling themselves a personal trainer, and we can kind of get back to the basics. And I'd like to start my own online routines and things like that. Maybe open up my own gym. Who knows?
Want to talk about a saturated market? Podcasting.
I know.
Rapping.
I know. Well, rapping not as much as podcasting.
You got a mixtape coming out of her.
I do. Speaking of that, I do.
She's going to be playing in her gym. Like, is this Chelsea again?
Just the same song, the only song.
The only song she's done. 3 versions, the remix. Featuring Britt Baker, featuring Santana Garrett, featuring Brandy Rose. And it's got like 5 different people on the version.
God damn.
Shit. Yeah, I mean, there's so much that I wanna do, but I just want to make sure that I do whatever I can in wrestling first. I always really wanted to be a broadcast journalist. And I wanted to do like Entertainment Tonight and Extra.
Okay.
And be like a Maria Menounos.
I'm a big fan of watching those shows.
I love it.
You know, my fiance hates it. She hates it. Like, you watch this garbage. Like, who cares about?
Because it's pop culture.
It's so pop culture. Yeah. She's not the pop culture person. And you want to talk about like how you and Matt have your differences, but that's why you love them. That's ours right there. She is so against like. She wants to turn the computer off, the TV off, the PlayStation, the phones off. Yeah. I'm like, no, I need all of it running at one time. I need to know what's going on in the world. I want to fill my head with all this junk content. she wants to watch Animal Planet and Discovery Channel.
Yo, shout out to Miss Strickland, man, because that's what I be watching. I like watching shit on sharks and fucking lions and shit. Yeah, that odd shit. I ain't into none of that shit in real life.
You can pretty much go around this apartment and look and see what part of it is mine and what part of it is hers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, like the little crows and birds with the skull heads. That's definitely the wife. Then the comics, the paintings and all this shit. The wrestling and the nerdy Dragon Ball Z posters. Who could that be? We're two separate.
Can you get a shot of those belts, man? Is that possible?
Everybody wants to look at my championships. Look at that. That's 4. That's 4 different promotions right there, bro.
Damn.
In 4 different time zones.
Talk that shit. Talk your shit. You gotta remind them.
This shit ain't easy. West Coast, Northwest, East Coast, and down south.
Talk your
Just
shit.
saying, this shit ain't easy.
God damn it.
And I gotta find time to come home and find my friends.
And you gotta build a shelf to put it all in.
Yeah, because that's about to collapse.
All that gold.
What is the one movie that makes you cry? Question from.
Oh, man. Marley and Me. What's that word?
That's a sad one.
Marley
and Me.
Marley
Yeah,
and
with the
Me,
dog.
yeah.
Does anything that make you cry?
Anything
John
with
Q.
an animal. Oh, man. John Q was so good.
Yep. John Q. Every time. That and Pursuit of Happiness.
I cry every time I watch Pursuit of Happiness.
Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah.
That bathroom.
Yo, that shit'll make you cry like a. That part when he got that job. Oh my God! Listen here.
In the middle of the street.
Listen there. You want me to do like a guilty admission? Bro. Like a guilty admission? This is a guilty admission. Y'all gonna think I'm pussy. I don't care. The last episode of Golden Girls, bro.
Oh, you stop.
Oh my
Going
God.
there with Dez and
My
cry.
nigga, that shit hit my heart, man.
Bro, if I ever win a main title on TV, that's when I win in the ring.
Oh my God.
And then fade to black commercial. Boom. That's what it's gonna be. Everybody likes to do the boyhood dream with the belt.
I love that someone just asked that.
Yeah.
You have good questions on yours.
Yeah. Like, well, we built like 4 or 5 weeks of this.
And plus you're a dude. They're not gonna say nothing. You know, on hers.
How did the Swerve City podcast just comment?
Somebody's running it. I have somebody helping run it while we're here. I got technicians.
Wild.
On technicians.
We are connected.
You're connected.
We are everywhere.
I have an admin that can log onto the page and like tell if it's running good
wild.
and comment and stuff while we're doing this. So I ain't got
Yeah, I shit on Teasy all the time, but he's on his stuff usually.
Smart.
Yeah. Educated people. I'd like to surround myself with good energy, educated people. There's not too many people that can like fuck up my life.
Yeah, I like that.
You know what I mean? Like,
well, now, like in high school, I didn't do that, and now it's a process of like elimination.
At this point?
Yeah.
Still?
Yeah.
Do you have any people that live around here that you've known for
nobody.
years?
I just eliminate them all.
delete, motherfucker.
Delete. No, but even in wrestling, you meet people and then
in entertainment business, you gotta cut motherfuckers off in a minute. Not game.
Realize,
Because
like,
motherfuckers switch on you in a minute.
And you gotta do it sooner than later before they fuck with your hustle. They fuck with your pockets.
Well,
they fuck with your money.
exactly.
You gotta do it sooner than later.
Exactly.
Like, like I say, I keep a real tight circle. Real tight circle with, like, you see me in Orlando out here, but I'm usually doing something and then I come right home.
Yeah.
I'm not out long.
Yeah, me too.
I'm in the crib, bro.
Yeah, I'm in the crib, or I'm working on this. Produce good content for the people that are.
I'm laying poolside.
Or we're arguing on basketball.
Let's talk about it. Oh, you brought it up. Let's talk about it.
We gotta talk about this.
This had been like 3-4 months ago. Miss Chelsea Green here loves to post pictures in her beautiful home with her and Matt. And outside of this home, they have a gorgeous in-ground pool sitting right outside. How deep is this pool? Because I've never been there.
It's like 8 feet.
8
Talk
feet
your
deep.
shit.
8 feet deep.
God damn it, talk that deep pool.
That's higher than me.
Talk that deep shit.
Pool. Yeah, deep pool.
Talk that deep pool shit with chlorine and all that clean shit.
It's salt water.
It's still water?
Salt water.
Salt water? Oh, never mind. Continue.
So, in this pool, she usually has, shout out Modern Myth, the photographer that comes in and does photos.
Yeah.
Photo shoots there. That she never gets in! She never gets in this gorgeous pool of hers.
I'm telling you, I do. Don't record it.
For the viewers watching on the Instagram Live, say this is like the outside of the pool, and say the floor is the actual water. She'll post like this.
Dip my toes in.
Maybe get a swirl in there every once in a while. It got to a point where she was coming out of said pool.
Arch your back.
I don't have the hair. I don't have the hair fall for it. But she was coming out of said pool. But she never swims in the pool. I've yet to see a freaking posted photo of her in said pool. I told her one day, if I'll find out where you live. That's not hard to do in today's age.
You gonna push me in that pool?
I'm gonna run in and fucking front your ass into that damn pool, into that water. I've been posting emojis on social media, like, and that blew up pretty big for a little bit.
Hashtag
get in the damn pool, Chelsea.
Yeah.
Hashtag get in the damn pool, Chelsea.
Get in the damn pool, Chelsea.
One day, I'm just gonna hop the fence and run.
So what is it like? Is it like
double boot?
So is it like a problem with the water? Is it too cold? Is it like, why don't you get in it?
I don't want to mess my hair up. I don't want to mess my hair up.
But you're the hot mess. What sense does this make?
I get in the pool, but I just don't record
What sense does this make?
It doesn't make for a cute picture. You guys wouldn't get it.
But you're the hot mess. You're so hot mess.
No, one time I took a video getting out of the pool.
That's what I said.
But that
So I had to get in the pool at some point.
But you never show you in the pool.
No, never.
You never, not a breaststroke,
Never.
not a backstroke.
Oh God, no, not my face in the water. Oh.
So like, can we like?
No, I do. I cannonball in.
Okay, can we get a video of that?
Yeah, I know I have some for proof. Shane obviously missed it.
Shit.
Of course he did.
Yeah, he missed it.
So
I will be after this goes up, because this isn't live, right? When this goes up, I will post a cannonball.
And you will tag the Swerve City podcast in this.
I will.
Because
and you
the
guys
fans
will
must
see.
know.
You
The
guys
fans
will
must
see. You
know.
will take it back. You will eat your words.
Okay. He definitely gonna hold you to it. I just want to see if it happens.
I know.
He gonna hold you to it.
I know. So I have to do it on a day where I don't care about my hair.
Shane's a very persistent guy, so you're gonna have to,
I gotta be. I expect greatness. I expect results. When I speak on something, it has to come
Someone
to fruition.
put hashtag get in the pool. See?
That's my rival right there.
Talk that dry hair shit.
That's his brother. That's
Someone
my rival.
said talk that dry hair shit.
That's my brother too.
That's our brother. That's Ian. That's I was actually the best man at his wedding.
Ian, I love it. Ian
Yes.
knows about my dry hair. I can't get
Ian
that.
barely got hair. You just got hair. What you know about dry? You got black folk hair. What you know about having hair yet? Nothing.
Shit, you put a little water in that shit by the time 7. By the time that shit 7:15, that shit dry in the bitch.
No, bro, tell me about it.
What?
My hair is still wet, and we've been doing this for how long?
Well, lucky you ain't got Negro hair, because this hair over here.
Negrotic hair.
What? Nigga put some Supergirl in this shit. This shit done.
Yeah, I need to use your canister. Of
Shit
Supergirl.
dry.
Mine's
Look at
out.
this shit. This shit feel like Brillo. This shit could wash all the dishes in this motherfucker. Continue.
Oh man.
Now they want to know have you ever peed in the pool?
Of course.
All right, guys.
10%.
It got answered.
If you don't pee in a pool, you're lying.
Do you have that color? Is that color
Okay.
shit changed?
No, it's not real.
That's
and
not
I've
a real
looked it up.
thing.
I've looked it up, but it's from Grown Ups.
Grown up, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, is that a real thing? Because I would have got caught like too many damn times. Any advice for someone trying to train and become in the business?
Yeah, don't stop training. Don't ever think that you're too good.
My thing was always watch as much content as you can.
Nice.
Just
My thing is,
watch
if
everything.
you want to rap, nah, I'm playing. That ain't nothing.
If you want to rock, there's a fucking.
Hashtag dry hair matters.
Dry hair, man. Oh, that's a fact, man. Look at this, man. I watched this shit this morning.
That's so good.
We got any more questions? Oh, yours went dead.
Yeah, mine's
This one's
done.
dead.
Oh man.
We are live right now on the Swerve City podcast. We thank you guys so much for rocking with us and believing in us, man. Shout out once again to around_Seattle for the sponsoring and everything that you guys have done for us. We definitely appreciate you And keep sending the merchandise, keep sending everything. Also, potential sponsors. All the sponsors that really want to support the podcast. Swerve City Podcast Official on Instagram. Make sure you guys hit us up. T-shirts, merch. I'm wearing my boys' merch right now.
Chipotle. Maybe Chipotle wants to sponsor.
Maybe Chipotle
we'll wear
wants
Chipotle
to.
shirts, even though if they might be ugly as fuck.
I'll wear a
we'll
Chipotle
them.
hat. I love those Chipotle
We
hats.
rocking Pro Wrestling Revolver. Shout out Sammy Callahan. Pro Wrestling Revolver, Sammy Callahan. We wear y'all shit. They share our shit. They retweet us. Y'all can be retweeted too.
Shane Strick at yahoo.com, bro.
Shane Strick at yahoo.com. Hit us up.
More than
We
life
can
ENT
talk this whole thing.
at Gmail. More than life ENT at Gmail. Send all your merchandise. Hit us up, and we will rock it on the show. You guys, we got a banner coming. We got a whole lot of things coming. Got a new camera we're going to be using. We got a lot of angles and stuff that's going on. And make sure you guys follow us at all things Swerve City Podcast, the Google Play, the iTunes, the YouTube page, everything. We are growing. We almost got 100-something subscribers on the YouTube already. And for 6 weeks, that's pretty good for 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
For 6 weeks, 6, 7 weeks. Well, 1 or 2 breaks in between. That's pretty damn good. The IG is growing. We get a lot of our love on IG. A lot of IG is where we get a lot of our following at. The Twitter too. The Twitter definitely, but the IG gets a lot of traction
right now.
Yeah, the IG is really popping with the
very
Swerve City
interactive.
Podcast.
Anything on your mind, comment, say something, like. We don't care.
Yeah,
be interactive. We will interact back.
Absolutely.
We are very interactive podcast.
Any improvements, anything you guys want us to touch on, any topics, you guys as well. Any topics you guys want us to touch on, DM the page. You know, we're on there as long as you're respectful and cool with it.
Better be respectful. I'll bust that ass.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll freestyle about you. And I'm pretty
Same.
Same.
I'll freestyle about you.
Yeah, I'll freestyle about you. You know, hit us up with any topics. You know, we have a certain topic coming up soon that I definitely want to talk about, that we're definitely going to bring up as well. It's going to be the Eminem conversation. It's very passionate. We're figuring out when we're going to do that episode, because I had an angle that I was going to take, but I have to totally switch that angle because there was some things that I didn't like. So that's coming up. We have a whole lot of things coming up. So Shane, what's coming up with you in the schedule, bro?
Man, what isn't, bro? I got to be a million different places at once. I got to go to Vegas this Sunday.
Fun.
Vegas for the Mecca tour. I got 2 tournaments this weekend. I got the Jim Lynam Cup in AAW in Chicago. 2 days of that, and I'm wrestling Phoenix in the first round. So we gonna cook. We gonna go in.
Real quick, hold that thought. My lady said that she loves you as a guest. I appreciate the hustle.
Cause you real and you talk that real shit, baby.
Love you, Shannon.
And there's a little guest appearance from roommate Desmond Xavier.
Hello, everyone.
Get that camera on him. Get that camera.
What the fuck are y'all screaming about out here?
I know, it felt louder and louder.
It's
It's
progressively.
because I'm hangry. I'm about to go to Chipotle.
It sounded like there was spanking going on out here.
I might have hit somebody.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
He hit me.
But ignore me. I'm just going to the bathroom. Take that back.
No, he's not going to the
There's
bathroom.
somebody in the bathroom.
But
Not
yes,
going to the bathroom.
what's going on with me? I'd have to look at my schedule, which is on the phone, which I'm streaming on right now. So can't do that. So I gotta go off of memory. You got Jim Lynam Cup coming up in Chicago. Then September 30th, my actual birthday, I'll be turning 29, and I'll be facing John Morrison in the first round of the Mecca Championship at Future Stars of Wrestling in Vegas. And from there, we got the movie role, Scraglands. We didn't bring that up at all. We're extras on the upcoming film being worked on in Orlando here in Orlando.
Oh, awesome.
Called
You gotta
Scraglands.
do the slide that. You make that face.
Stank on it. Put some stank on it. So me, TZ, and the wifey will be working on the film. She'll be doing some backstage photography.
Oh, nice.
She'll be doing some backstage photography. She's,
No, we in movies and shit. Sometimes you just gotta remind motherfuckers, you know what I mean?
yeah.
You know?
Chrome is speaking on something. Want us to get on 2K.
Chrome, we doing work. We busy. We don't have time to be sitting on video games all day, bro.
What
As
your
a matter
ass
of
should be
fact,
doing.
Your ass ain't on the team because you be doing random shit. And we be trying to win, and I can't be right because I rage quit in 18. There's no more rage quitting. Now, there's no more rage quitting. This is 19. I ain't rage quit yet. I'm not doing it no more. This isn't about me. But still, bro, don't be telling us to get on 2K when your ass be all over the place. You playing something else anyway. And I ain't going to say that because I'm cool with that person. But still.
Anyway, yeah, we got Scragglance coming
I
out.
didn't even understand any of that.
It was guy talk. He knows
It
what
was
I'm talking
it
about.
was
Video
very
games.
much video
Video games talk.
game
Video
stuff.
games, Chrome, piece of shit, player on 2K.
He said, "What you bum ass?" Yeah, you know, the cheeks, man. You already know, bro.
Yeah, so that's going on. We got a Scragglance film coming up. We're going to be doing some production work on that. Extras, me and Teasy, the wifey, Carlina Gore, will be doing some backstage photos during the filming of the shoots the scenes of the movie. It's going to be awesome. Going from there. Then we got the Swerve City Podcast Live in Tennessee coming up. We talked about it in the early part of the show. We're going to bring it back up again. We're going to keep reminding you. Go to the Swerve City Podcast Facebook page. You're going to see the background cover photo. That's all. That's the flyer right there. That's all you need to see. That's all you need to know. When, where, how, why, what. We don't know. What? Because we want to talk about everything. We're not even going to announce guests because y'all going to show up and y'all going to watch.
Y'all ain't seen anything till y'all seen TC rage quit WWE 2K. I've never rage quit that.
No. But yeah, we got a lot going on. Freaking November, WrestleCade.
Yeah,
Talk your shit.
To give you guys a little bit of what I got going on, my schedule's pretty busy. Obviously, we have Next Generation, Swerve City Podcast Live. There's another promotion, which my brother is a champ for, which I can't really say, but that podcast is coming in very soon in the state of Florida. Also, as well, I have WrestleCade coming more on Twitter for all things WrestleCade, Swerve City Podcast, and with my King Courts album dropping in April.
And Miss Chelsea, Miss Hot Mess. Tell them where they can find you. Plug any shows you got coming up.
Oh man, I always get this wrong.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the pressure's on.
I know. Let me think about this. Okay, so my Instagram, you can find me on Instagram, Chelsea A. Green. Twitter,
I am Chelsea.
I'm Chelsea Green.
I know because I tagged you many times today.
Or maybe I'm Chelsea G. I think I'm Chelsea Green. And then, Pro Wrestling Tees. ProWrestlingTees.com/Chelsea Green. Right now, I have no shows booked because I'm waiting for this visa to come through. So it's scary, but I'm keeping everyone posted on Twitter, Instagram, and everything. So everyone cross their fingers for me.
Meanwhile, she's been practicing swimming in the pool.
Trying to get that green card.
And man, you know, before we sign out of here, man, there's that one track, Shane, that we are doing. That one track, man. You know, I got to get dramatic at this point.
No surprise there.
It's that one. It's that one track. Shane, tell him about it.
He gets emotional with this.
Okay.
Who's on the track, Shane?
We got Mega Ran. You got me. Shane Swerve Strickland himself.
He on the track. He got him on the track.
Teasy going to be spitting some verses.
I'm decent. And who else?
Nah, I'll let. This is your boy. I'm gonna let you do this one. You got Supreme Mickey Fax on the track for Swerve City. If you don't know the hook, you don't know the song, it's the intro to the show. Listen to it. Get used to it now. Because when it comes out, you're going to hear it everywhere. You're going to hear it on his social media page. You're going to hear it on mine. Chelsea probably going to push it too.
Might hear it on mine.
You're going to hear it? Yep. So you're going to hear it in her gym coming up.
Swerve City Podcast. We thank you very much, man.
There's nothing more we can say.
Nothing more we can say.
Just check us out on Instagram at Swerve City Podcast Official. On Twitter, Swerve City Pod. And be confident in everything you do.
And make sure, no matter what you do, you wash your motherfucking ass. That's it. Just wash it. Thank you. And good night. Wash your ass.